We're doing Ruth 1:15 today. Fairly easy Hebrew, I think. See if you can pronounce that. And here's my pronunciation. Vatomer hine shava yiv matake el ama. Okay, first line. So Vatomer, if you've read the narratives of the Old Testament, you probably know Vayomer, which is and he said. Vatomer is and she said. So this is Naomi talk. Yes, this is Naomi talking. And so the tav, so vav patak doubling, it's converted imperfect. It's a preterite or past tense. Because it's converted imperfect, it's an imperfect. And the tav tells us what it is. It's a third feminine singular call or G, imperfect, from Amar. And she said. And then here's the quote. Hine, behold, look over here. Look. Shava, this is, the kamatz hey has me thinking, I think this might be feminine. Third feminine, it is a third feminine singular. It's perfect from shuv, to return. So she returned to send her. So it's a middle weak verb or a hollow verb, and in the perfect, the middle vav tends to go away, vowel letter. So it's shava, and she returned. Behold, she returned. And it's a call or G, perfect, third feminine singular from shuv. Okay. And so Naomi said, look, your sister-in-law returned. So again, verb first, subject later, usually. So this is not a imperfect. I looked at that. Is this a D or PL imperfect? You know, yod with a shava under it? It's not. It's a noun. What is it? Yivma, sister-in-law. Not a high-frequency word, to be sure. And it's got a second feminine singular possessive suffix on it. So your, that is you, singular feminine, sister-in-law, also singular feminine. So this is a noun with a possessive pronoun on it. So, behold, your sister returned, el am'ah, to her mother. So el is a preposition that means to, well known. Am is mother, and then kamatz hey with a mapik. I'm a real hey. This is a consonantal hey, not a vowel hey like this here, not a vowel letter. It is a consonant hey. And it is also, it's a third feminine singular possessive, her mother. So this was your sister, third feminine, second feminine, and then this is her mother, third feminine, possessive. Okay? So, and Naomi said, look, your sister-in-law's returned to her mother. You should too. So now read the Hebrew if you can. Here is my reading. Va'el Eloheha shuvi akare yiv matake. There's yiv matake again. Your sister-in-law, I'm guessing. So what is El? This is to, like here. So your sister-in-law returned to her mother and to her God. So Elohim with a so Elohim is not a specific reference to Yahweh. It's not a specific reference to the God. It is the generic word for a divinity. And so it can be used of other gods as well. It can actually be used of angels. So to her God. There's ha. So here, there are different ways to do a possessive, right? If it ends in a consonant, you might do a kamatz hey with a mapik. So that's one way to do her mother. And then here, because it ends in a vowel, you've got the ha. So this is also third feminine, a singular possessive. So her Elohim, her God. So look, your sister-in-law returned to her mother and to her God. Therefore, period, shuvi, return, you return. That's a command here. So this is a perfect, she returned. This is you, singular feminine, imperative. So this is a call or G, imperative, second feminine singular. You, singular woman, return to your sister after your sister-in-law, like your sister-in-law. So again, this is an imperative here. An imperative is basically you take the imperfect and chop the performative off. So tiktali is kind of the form of the second feminine singular imperfect. Chop the tik off the front, or the tav off the front, and you've got tali-ish. So shuvi. And notice here that the middle week came back. So return after, this is a preposition, akre. Kind of looks like construct at the end, doesn't it? Sariyod does anyway, but it means after. After your sister-in-law. Again, yivma, I think yivma, something like that, is the noun, sister-in-law, and then the k on the end is a second feminine singular possessive, your sister-in-law. So putting it all together, and Naomi said, look, your sister-in-law has returned to her mother and to her God. So you return after your sister-in-law. She's not very evangelistic here, is she? But anyway, Ruth's going to make the right choice, as we will see as we continue reading in Hebrew in the book of Ruth.